Hello students, this is Ejaz Sir's Maths Academy Nagpur and we are studying physics chapter number 2 mechanical properties of fluids. So today's topic is now we are going to start hydrodynamics today. What is इससे पहले we studied hydrostatics. What is hydrostatics? The study of properties of fluids which are at rest. Here it is the study of properties of fluids in motion. What is hydrodynamics? Study of properties of fluids in motion is called hydrodynamics. Basically hydro actually means water, but here we will consider hydro means liquid, and dynamics always means changing. Thermodynamics, hydrodynamics, and there are various other types of dynamics. So dynamics means in motion. So the first topic that we will study now after the definition is what a streamline flow is. What a streamline flow is. It is also called a steady flow or streamline flow. Let us consider what a steady flow of liquid means. We will consider only the ideal liquid. Let us suppose that there are a few particles. This is particle number 1, particle number 2, particle number 3, particle number 4, particle number 5 and particle number 6. These are the 6 particles of, let us suppose, water and flowing through a pipe. All the particles are flowing through a pipe having same area of cross section throughout. The diameter of the pipe does not increase or decrease, and these 6 particles are flowing through the pipe. After some time we will find the particles to be at a different location because they are flowing. Suppose we have applied pressure from here. For a liquid to be in motion, pressure must be applied or it must be in a sloping position so that gravitational force will pull it. So these 6 particles, let us give names or numbers to them. We can call particle 1, 2, 3, or let us give the name A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D, E, F. These are the particles. Particle A, B, C, D, E and F. After some time, the particles will be in a different they will be at a different position. So after some time, if these particles move and come to this position, they will not remain steady, they will keep on moving. Steady means they will not remain at one place, they will keep on moving. Particle A, particle B, particle C, particle D, particle E and particle F. These particles A, B, C, D, E and F were here earlier and now they have reached this position. While moving through the pipe, no particle is overtaking another particle. See, particle A was the first particle from left hand side. Here it is the same position. Particle B was the second. Here B is the second. C is third. D is fourth. E is fifth. F is sixth. No particle has overtaken any other particle. All of them are moving with the same speed. No particle is trying to go ahead of another particle. Such a flow of liquid where one particle does not want to overtake another particle. All are moving with the same speed at a given point. At a given point I am saying. So if they are moving with the same speed at a given point, we call that this flow is a steady flow. So steady flow means streamlined flow or steady flow is particles do not overtake each other. There is another kind of flow which we have to study further. In this another type of flow, we can consider again those same particles, particle A, B, C, D, E and F. These are the particles and they are flowing. Now see, the area of cross section of the pipe has decreased. The diameter of the pipe has decreased at this point. Since the diameter is decreasing, particles will try to move faster. This is a common experience. You have seen that if the diameter of a pipe is bigger, greater, area of cross section is greater, water or any liquid through that pipe will move slowly. But if we decrease the diameter of the pipe, if we decrease the area of cross section of the pipe, particles tend to move faster. Particles try to move faster. So here, since the volume or since area of cross section is smaller, the particles will try to overtake each other. So it may happen that we may find particle C here. We may find particle D here, and we may find particle A here. What has happened? Particle A has tried to come to this position. Particle A has taken a long jump and it has tried to come to, the third position, C. Okay, and the particle C was moving slower. Particle B has come here after A. Okay, and let us keep the other particles as it is. So it is C, D, B has come here, E will be here, and F is still here. So what has happened? The particles overtook each other. Why? Because they wanted to flow faster. Because they wanted to flow faster. It is not necessary that when the diameter decreases, then only they will overcome each other. Here also the particles, if the velocity increases beyond a particular value, we will study it beyond a critical value. If a liquid flows faster, then the particles try to overtake each other and they move randomly without following any rules. They do not move with the same velocity. Some particles move faster, some move slower, and they may overtake each other. So this is a streamlined flow, and here the flow is called turbulent flow. We will study turbulent flow a little later. First, we have to study a few definitions. We will discuss a few definitions further, and then we will come to turbulent flow. Turbulent flow of a liquid is that flow in which particles get disturbed and they move unsteadily, and they move, one particle may try to overcome another particle. The particles do not move along a straight line path or a curved path following each other. The particles move zigzag randomly. We will see that later on. So streamlined flow is a flow in which each particle moves with the same velocity at a given point. If we make this point as a given point, if this point is a given point, and if we observe, suppose we have a speedometer, let us suppose, actually venturimeter is used to measure the speed of a liquid, but let us suppose we have a speedometer which can detect the speed of the particles. So if we find at point F, at this point, at given point, if particle F moves through here, the velocity of the particle F was 10 meters per second. Then after the particle F moves, particle E will come to this position. We will measure its speed. We will measure the speed of particle E. That speed also will be 10 meters per second. Then after some time, after a few microseconds or seconds, particle D will come here, and we will measure the speed of the particle D also, because this given point is being crossed by each and every particle. The first particle to cross this given point, this area of cross section, here we have a speedometer. We are measuring the speed here. If the first particle crosses the position, its speed was found to be 10 meters per second. Then second particle also moved. When it moved through this point, given point, its speed was 10 meters per second. When particle D went from here, its speed also was 10 meters per second. Particle C, when it came here, its speed was 10 meters per second. Particle B, when it will come here, its speed should be 10 meters per second. Then we will call it a streamlined steady flow. When particle A comes here, its speed also will be 10 meters per second. Then when each particle is having the same speed at a given point, then we say that this flow is a steady flow, streamlined flow. Okay, and it is not necessary the speed of the particle will always remain the same. If we decrease the diameter of the pipe, And remember, it is not necessary that if we decrease the diameter of the pipe, the flow will become turbulent. No, even if the area of cross section of the pipe is the same, the flow may become turbulent. And even if the diameter of the pipe decreases, area of cross section decreases, the flow can remain streamlined. So here, when we measured the speed at this given point number 1, the speed was found to be 10 meters per second for all particles. Each particle was moving with the same speed, and that is why no particle overtook another particle. And at this point, let us suppose this is the point here. We are measuring the speeds of the particles at this given point number 2. Given point number 2. Given point means we are taking the position at our own. Given point number 2, we want to measure the speed of each particle at this position. We may measure the speeds of the particle at any position. At any position, if the speed of each particle is the same, then we call the flow to be steady flow. Suppose now see the area of cross section has decreased. The particles will move faster. It's a common experience because area of cross section has decreased. The particles will move faster. We have seen in our day-to-day life. So let us suppose the velocity of the particles is particle F is 20 meters per second here. We measured. We had a speedometer, we had a venturimeter, or we had a hypothetical device which can measure the velocity. Or suppose we look at the particle and we can tell its velocity. So when we look at particle F, we will say it's moving with 20 meters per second. After some time, particle E will come here and we will see its velocity, and we will say its velocity also is 20 meters per second. Particle D will come here. Its velocity also will be 20 meters per second. Where? At this point, at this position. We can give the names to these points. At point P, at position P, the velocity of each particle was 10 meters per second. And at position Q, the velocity of each particle was found to be 20 meters per second. We can make any other point, we can make point R and we can measure the speed of the particle. So see, the speed has increased. Here the speed was 10, here the speed is 20 meters per second. But the speed of each particle has increased. The speed of each and every particle has increased. So if the speed of each and every particle at a given point is the same, that flow is called steady flow. Understood? Here at this point each particle had a speed of 10 meters per second. While passing through this point P, each particle has velocity 10 meters per second. And while passing through this point Q, each particle has velocity 20 meters per second. So when the velocity of each particle remains the same at a particular given point, such a flow is called a steady flow. Now see, one more thing is here. I will zoom over the video at this point and we will see what a streamline is. We have to see the second definition, streamline. First was that of hydrodynamics. Here, consider a pipe, a PVC pipe having varying diameter. This PVC pipe, polyvinyl chloride pipe, has greater diameter, greater area of cross section here at the left hand side, and it has narrower mouth at the right hand side. Its diameter, its area of cross section decreases, and a liquid layer is flowing. A layer of liquid is flowing. Liquid is flowing through this pipe, and we are considering a flow line, a line of particles. We are considering the path along which all the particles are moving. A line of particles is moving. See, this is point A. This blue colored line shows it is a streamline. It is the path along which the particles are moving. The path along which the particles are moving is actually called a flow line. What is a flow line? The path along which an individual particle moves. The path along which an individual particle moves. Each and every particle is moving through this blue line. It is moving along blue line. So this blue line is the path, is the path along which the particles of water, particles of liquid are flowing. So this path is called flow line. It is also called streamline if it is a steady flow. Now if you draw a tangent here to point A, what does the tangent show? If you draw a tangent at point A, this tangent shows the direction of flow of the liquid at point A. What is the direction of flow of the liquid? Here shown by red color. I can call it VA bar. This is the direction of its velocity. The direction of velocity of the fluid means the direction in which the liquid is flowing. Okay, the liquid is flowing in this direction. VA bar is the velocity of the liquid. Velocity of the liquid in this particular direction. Here I can draw VB bar. I can write VB bar. What is VB bar? This vector. VB bar is a tangent drawn to the position of the particle. VB bar is the tangent drawn to the position of the particle at point B. What does this tangent show? This tangent is showing the direction in which the particle is moving. The tangent shows the direction of velocity. The direction of velocity of the fluid. The direction of velocity of the fluid is shown by VB bar. It shows the direction as well as magnitude also. See, this is the bigger area of cross section. That's why I have drawn the length of arrow VA bar shorter. Because since this is bigger area of cross section, the particle will move slower. So length, magnitude of VA bar is short and its direction is shown here. VB bar is longer in magnitude. I have drawn it lengthier than VA bar because the area is becoming narrower. The area of cross section of the pipe is decreasing. So we are not actually concerned with the magnitude. Basically we should be concerned with the direction. VA bar is showing the direction of the flow of liquid at this point. The direction of flow of fluid is shown by VB bar at this point, and VC bar is showing the direction of motion. VC bar is showing the direction of flow. Direction of flow of the liquid at point C. VC bar is the direction of velocity of the flow at point C. In this way, and see, I have drawn VC bar as the longest arrow because it is in the narrowest region, and that's why it is moving very fast as compared to other particles. It is moving faster. Now let us come to the definition of streamline. What a streamline is. So what is a streamline? It is a curve or it may be a straight line. If I had drawn a straight pipe like this, and if this had been the particle, if this were the particle, at one time the particle might be here at point A. After some time this particle would be at position B. After some time the particle would be at position C. So it would move along a straight line path. The particle would have moved along a straight line path. So it may be a streamline may be a straight line path or it may be a curve. It is a curve or a straight line whose tangent at any point. So we draw a tangent at any point, and what does the tangent give? The tangent gives, see, whose tangent at any point in the flow gives the direction. Easing, instead of easing we will write easy words. Gives the direction of velocity of the flow at that point. Flow of liquid, flow of fluid at that point. So what does it mean? The tangent shows the direction of the liquid flow. The direction of liquid flow is shown by the tangent. The liquid wants to flow here, the liquid is flowing in this direction, the liquid wants to flow in this direction. Such lines were studied by us when we studied magnetic field lines. Okay, so have you understood the definition of streamline? What is a streamline? It is either a curve like this, the blue colored line, it may be a curved path. If the pipe is a curve, if you are using a curve, if you have a PVC pipe and if you are folding the pipe, if you are folding the pipe like this, if this is the pipe and you are making it like this, if this is a PVC pipe and you have folded it like this, not much, you have not folded it much, you have folded it a little, what will happen? The liquid will flow like this. the liquid will flow like this. Since the pipe is folded, the curve also will be a folded one. So it is either a curve, this curved path will be called a streamline then, or it may be a straight line. So it is a curve or a straight line whose tangent at any point, in the flow gives the direction of velocity of the flow of fluid. So this gives the direction. In which direction is, let us suppose this is a PVC pipe and water is flowing through it. Let us make things easier. So this is a pipe and through this pipe water is moving. So what is the direction of flow of water at point A? What is the direction of flow of water at point A? I will draw the tangent. If somebody asks me a question, sir, what is the direction of flow of liquid at point A? I will say the direction of flow of water at this point is this. I will draw a tangent at this point. Probably you may not be able to see it clearly, but you know what a tangent to point A would be like. So, if somebody asks me, sir, what is the direction of velocity of the liquid at point A? In which direction is liquid flowing at point A? So, I will draw the tangent. If you ask me, sir, what is the direction of velocity of the liquid at point B? I will show the direction of flow of liquid at point B. This will be the direction of velocity VB bar. See here the VA bar is in the downward direction because the liquid is flowing in the downward direction. At point B, the direction of velocity is horizontal because the liquid is flowing horizontally. And if I draw VC bar here tangent, if I draw a tangent at this point and call it VC bar at point C, the direction of velocity is upwards. So what does this tangent show? It shows the direction of velocity. Understood? So what is the streamline? It is a straight line path or a curve to which if we draw a tangent, the tangent shows the direction of velocity of the liquid. Shall I write in easy language? Do you find it easy, or shall I write in another words? I can write the same definition in other words also. The concept is important, not the words. What is a streamline? The definition will be more or less like this. It is a straight line or curved path and the tangent drawn at any point, to this path shows the direction of velocity of the liquid at that point. This is it. I have rewritten the definition in my own words. It is in my own words, actually the words will more or less be the same. It is a straight line or curved path. So it is a straight line or a curved path. And the tangent drawn at any point to this path shows the direction of velocity of the liquid at that point. This is the definition of streamline. Let us now proceed to other definition. Okay, I hope you understood this definition. What is the definition? It is a straight line or curved path and the tangent drawn at any point to this path shows the direction of velocity of the liquid at that point. Okay, and you know velocity is always tangential to the position of the particle, and its direction is the direction in which the particle is moving. Let us now see the other short definitions. The other short definitions are flow line. Flow line and streamline are almost the same thing if the motion is steady flow. The path along which an individual particle moves, the path along which the particles of liquid are moving is the flow line. Okay, if these are the particles were A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. If these are the particles moving along a straight line, so or a curved line, the path along which a particle moves is called a flow line. If the particle is here and the particle is moving like this, particle goes here, this particle, same particle goes here. Particle A its position number 1, particle's position number 2, particle's position number 3. Particle is the same, its position is changing. Particle's second position, third position, fourth position, fifth position of the particle, sixth position of the particle. So it is the path along which a single particle moves. So the flow line is the path along which a single particle moves. This is a flow line. Flow line and streamline become the same, they become identical if it is a steady flow. The next definition is steady flow. What is the steady flow? We have already discussed it. Pressure remains the same or velocity of fluid at a given point remains constant. See here, I have already shown to you, if we take given point P, we find that each and every particle passing through this point P, each and every particle passing through this point P has velocity 10 meters per second. Whatever particle goes through point P has velocity 10 meters per second. And if we find the velocities of the particle at point Q, each particle while passing through point Q has the same velocity 20 meters per second. So if the velocity of a particle, if the velocity of all the particles of a liquid at a particular point remains the same, such a flow is called steady flow. In simple language, the liquid is flowing with constant velocity through the pipe. Steady flow, what is a steady flow? It is a flow in which a liquid is moving through a pipe with constant velocity. Okay, that is a steady flow. The velocity may increase or decrease, but each and every particle will have that particular velocity at that particular point. Steady flow or streamline flow, we have already understood. It is a flow in which adjacent layers, it is actually steady or streamline flow should be laminar flow is the better name for it. Steady flow is already given here. It is laminar flow, L-A-M-I-N-A-R. What is the meaning of the word lamina? You might have studied in biology, laminar. And remember, theorem of perpendicular axis has a limitation. Theorem of perpendicular axis theorem is only for thin sheets, thin lamina. So laminar is layer. In the Greek language, the word laminar means layer. So what is a laminar flow or what is a laminar flow? It is a flow in which adjacent layers of the fluid move over each other as shown below. I will erase everything from here. Please pause the video and note down the points. If you want to note down the important points, you can note down, pause the video and note down the important points. I am going to draw a short diagram here. Then in the next lecture, we will differentiate between streamline flow and turbulent flow. Because we have not studied turbulent flow up till now in detail. See, what is a laminar flow? Laminar flow, consider that this is a pipe. This is a pipe having same area of cross section. And honey is flowing through this pipe. Which liquid is flowing through this pipe? Honey. And we know honey is a viscous liquid. In Hindi, we call the word viscous as gadha. Gadha. Another word for it is thick. In our day-to-day life, we use the word thick. Okay, like jam. Or the best example here is honey. Suppose honey is flowing flowing through the pipe. What will happen? The honey which is in contact with the wall of the pipe or with the wall of the bottle, we can consider it to be a bottle also. Let us not consider it to be a pipe, it is a bottle. Bottle of honey. It is a bottle containing honey. Bottle containing honey. So it is a bottle containing honey and we are trying to pour out honey. We want honey to come out of the bottle and it is a bottle full of honey. ये बॉटल में फुल पूरा हनी भरा हुआ है और हम चाहते हैं कि ये हनी नीचे आए. तो what will happen? The velocity of the honey which is here will be 0. The velocity of the honey which is here will be 0. V is equal to 0. Why? Because honey has got stuck to the inner walls of the container. यहाँ जो है शहद नीचे चिपक गया अंदर बॉटल में. ठीक है, उसकी स्पीड कितनी है? 0. यहाँ की स्पीड 0 है. यहाँ का जो हनी है, यहाँ का जो हनी है उसकी वेलोसिटी जो है वो थोड़ी सी ज्यादा रहेगी. यहाँ का हनी थोड़ा आगे बढ़ेगा. ठीक है, उसके ऊपर का जो हनी है वो थोड़ा और ज्यादा फास्ट भागेगा. यहाँ का हनी ऐसा भाग रहा है, यहाँ का हनी थोड़ा और फास्टर चलेगा. क्यों? अब उसका फ्रिक्शन नहीं हो रहा. हनी की लेयर्स एक दूसरे से फ्रिक्शन कम कर रही है. यहाँ पर जैसे जैसे ऊपर जा रहे हैं तो फ्रिक्शन आपस में एक दूसरे से जो घिसाव है वो कम हो रहा है. द फ्रिक्शन was the maximum for the liquid, for the honey which got stuck to the inner wall of the container, and this layer of honey is moving a little faster and this layer is moving even faster because ये लेयर फास्टर आगे जा रही है, उसको चिपक कर ये और ज्यादा फास्टर जाएंगी. ठीक है, और ये वाली लेयर जो रहेगी ये और ज्यादा फास्टर हो जाएगी. लिक्विड की हनी की लेयर, आपने कभी हनी बाहर निकलते हुए देखा होगा तो यू नो कि कौन सा लेयर पहले बाहर निकलता है. दिस लेयर विल मूव इवन फास्टर. बीच का किसी नदी या तालाब के किनारे इफ यू सी द वाटर फ्लोइंग थ्रू अ रिवर तो यू विल फाइंड कि जो नदी के दोनों किनारे की तरफ जो पानी रहता है वो मिट्टी को चिपक कर चल रहता है, तो दोनों तरफ का पानी धीरे धीरे बहता है और नदी के बीच का पानी ज्यादा फास्ट चलता है. नदी के किनारियों का पानी स्लो चलता है. तो ये स्लो चलेगा. ये लेयर की तो वेलोसिटी 0 है, इसकी v1 बार थोड़ी ज्यादा होगी, इसकी और ज्यादा होगी, इसकी स्पीड और ज्यादा, इसकी स्पीड और ज्यादा होगी और यहाँ के लिक्विड की स्पीड और भी ज्यादा होगी. फिर यहाँ जो ऊपर लिक्विड है इसकी स्पीड 0 रहेगी क्योंकि हनी अगेन विल गॉट स्टक टू द अदर सरफेस ऑफ द कंटेनर, इनर सरफेस ऑफ द कंटेनर. यहाँ भी हनी चिपक गया, यहाँ का धीरे धीरे मूव हो रहा है, यहाँ का लिक्विड धीरे धीरे मूव हो रहा है, यहाँ का हनी और ज्यादा फास्टर चल रहा है, यहाँ का हनी और ज्यादा फास्टर चलेगा, यहाँ ये वाला हनी, फिर ये वाला हनी और ज्यादा फास्टर चलेगा और सबसे फास्टर ये हनी. रिमेंबर, हनी की बॉटल है, शहद की बॉटल है और हमने शहद को ऐसा उंडेल दिया नीचे. तो अगर हम ऐसा करते, मैंने डायग्राम में शो नहीं किया, मैंने हॉरिजॉन्टल ही किया. एक्चुअली मैंने उसको और पलटा देना चाहिए था. या हम ऐसा कर सकते हैं, प्रेशर फ्रॉम बैक साइड. ये ढक्कन पे प्रेशर लगा रहे हैं, प्रेशर फ्रॉम बैक साइड. हनी की बॉटल पे प्रेशर लगा रहे हैं हम, इधर से धकेल रहे हैं हनी को. तो जब हनी को प्रेशर लग रहा है तो क्या होगा, यहाँ का हनी तो चलेगा ही नहीं क्योंकि वो चिपक गया अंदर से. दिस हनी ऑल्सो गॉट स्टक टू द इनर वॉल ऑफ द कंटेनर. जो सर्कमफरेंस वाला हनी रहता है वो चिपक जाता है अंदर से. ठीक है, उसके बाद ये वाली लेयर थोड़ी ज्यादा फास्टर चलती है, ये लेयर और फास्टर चलती है, ये लेयर और ज्यादा फास्टर चल रही है. क्यों मालूम है? क्योंकि जब ये लिक्विड लेयर चल रहा है उसके कांटेक्ट में ये तो और चलेगा उसके साथ साथ में, ये उसको आगे खींच कर लेकर चलता है. ये वाला चलने वाला इसको बोलता तू भी चल, तो ये और ज्यादा फास्टर चला जाता है. तो इस तरह क्या होगा, हर लेयर एक लेयर की स्पीड बढ़ रही है और मैक्सिमम स्पीड किसकी है, बीच वाले लेयर की है. तो अगर ऐसा हो रहा है तो ये विस्कस लिक्विड है. और अगर नॉन विस्कस लिक्विड होता है तो व्हाट इज लैमिनर फ्लो? लैमिनर फ्लो इज अ फ्लो इन विच ईच लेयर ऑफ द लिक्विड मूव्स ओवर इट्स एडजेसेंट लेयर एज शोन लाइक दिस. दिस इज फॉर द विस्कस लिक्विड. और अगर नॉन विस्कस लिक्विड है, इफ इट इज अ नॉन विस्कस लिक्विड है तो उसके लिए क्या होगा, इफ प्रेशर इज अप्लाइड फ्रॉम बैक साइड, इफ प्रेशर इज अप्लाइड फ्रॉम बैक साइड, प्रेशर अप्लाई किए तो क्या होगा, यहां का लिक्विड क्योंकि उसकी विस्कोसिटी ऑलमोस्ट 0 है, विस्कोसिटी इज ऑलमोस्ट 0. बहुत पतला लिक्विड है, बहुत पतला लिक्विड है, हिंदी में हम पतला कहते हैं, और वी कैन से इट इज अ वेरी थिन लिक्विड. बहुत पतला लिक्विड है तो उसकी वेलोसिटी यहां रहेगी, जितनी वेलोसिटी यहाँ रहेगी उतनी ही वेलोसिटी यहाँ रहेगी, और लेटेस्ट से ज़्यादा वेलोसिटी कर देंगे, ये वाली वेलोसिटी। पतला लिक्विड है तो उसकी वेलोसिटी फास्ट रहेंगी, हर लेयर की वेलोसिटी ज़्यादा रहेंगी। ऑल द लेयर्स ऑफ द लिक्विड विल फ्लो विद द सेम वेलोसिटी। दिस प्रोफाइल, ये देखो ये सब जो है एक साथ आ रहा है, सब लेयर्स की वेलोसिटी सेम है, तो इसका मतलब ये नॉन विस्कस लिक्विड है ना। विस्कोसिटी ऑलमोस्ट जीरो, इसका मतलब नॉन विस्कस लिक्विड बोल देते हैं, नॉन विस्कस, इट इज अ नॉन विस्कस फ्लूइड, लिक्विड बोल देते हैं फ्लूइड, यानी इस चैप्टर में लिक्विड पे काम चल रहा है। सो ये गाढ़ा लिक्विड था, इसका प्रोफाइल देखो, इट इज अ पैराबोला, ऐसा बन गया, और इसका प्रोफाइल स्ट्रेट लाइन है। ये विस्कस और नॉन विस्कस। और लैमिनर फ्लो का मतलब क्या है, जब हम हनी निकाल रहे हैं एक बॉटल से तो क्या होता है, यहाँ का हनी धीरे धीरे आता है, ऊपर का हनी थोड़ा फास्ट आता है, यहाँ का हनी और फास्ट आता है, और सबसे पहले जो हमारे हाथ पे या ब्रेड पर जो हनी गिरेगा वो कहाँ का हनी रहेगा। अगर आपने हनी का बॉटल ले लिया, ऐसा बॉटल है हनी का खड़ा, उसको आपने आड़ा कर दिए और इधर ब्रेड लगा दिए और ब्रेड के ऊपर आप हनी गिरा रहे, तो सबसे पहले कहाँ का हनी ब्रेड पर गिरेगा, तो बीच वाला हनी गिरेगा। इधर के हनी की स्पीड कम रहेगी, इधर वाले की और कम, इधर वाले की और कम, और जो चिपका हुआ है अंदर से उसकी स्पीड सबसे कम रहेगी। तो सच अ फ्लो ऑफ लिक्विड इन विच वन लेयर ऑफ लिक्विड मूव्स ओवर द अदर लेयर इट्स एडजेसेंट लेयर, सो सच फ्लो इज कॉल्ड लैमिनर फ्लो। और ये फ्लूइड, इसकी स्पीड कम क्यों है यहाँ, क्योंकि इसका फ्रिक्शन मैक्सिमम है, ये चिपक गया है किससे, इसने एडहेसिव बॉन्ड्स बना लिए, एडहेसिव फोर्स के बॉन्ड्स बना लिए किसके, बिटवीन हनी एंड द वॉल्स ऑफ द कंटेनर। अब ये ग्लास की बॉटल है या प्लास्टिक की बॉटल है, तो बॉटल और हनी के बीच में कौन सा फोर्स रहेगा, एडहेसिव फोर्स, तो इसमें एडहेसिव फोर्स मैक्सिमम है क्योंकि नजदीक है, एडहेसिव फोर्स से चिपक गया। ये वाला जो है ये थोड़ा आगे बढ़ेगा, ये ज्यादा फास्ट नहीं बढ़ सकता आगे, फर्स्ट वाला जो है ये ज्यादा फास्ट नहीं आगे बढ़ेगा। क्यों, क्योंकि जो हनी इसको चिपक गया, जो हनी बॉल के कंटेनर पर चिपक गया, वो ये वाले हनी को ज्यादा आगे नहीं जाने दे रहा, फ्रिक्शन कर रहा, अपोज कर रहा एडहेसिव फोर्स के कारण, सॉरी कोहेसिव फोर्स के कारण। यहाँ के हनी में और यहाँ के हनी में कोहेसिव फोर्स है, और ये इसको बोल रहा जाओ मत, फिर भी ये जा रहा है, ठीक है। फिर ये जो ऊपर का लिक्विड है ये और फास्टर जाएगा, इसको भी कोशिश कर रहा है रुकाने की, लेकिन क्योंकि ये वाली लेयर सबसे फास्ट में जा रही है, क्योंकि इसका कांटेक्ट नहीं है ज्यादा, तो ये लेयर फास्ट में जा रही है, क्योंकि दूसरे को भी खींच के ले जा रही है, ये वाली लेयर इसको खींच के ले जा रही, फिर भी इनमें आपस में थोड़ा थोड़ा फ्रिक्शन है, और यहाँ पर फ्रिक्शन बहुत कम, नेग्लिजिबल फ्रिक्शन है आपस में लेयर्स के बीच में, इसलिए सभी लेयर्स एक साथ आगे बढ़ रही है। आई होप आपको विस्कस एंड नॉन विस्कस लिक्विड, विस्कस एंड नॉन विस्कस का फ्लो का प्रोफाइल समझ गया होगा। नॉन विस्कस लिक्विड सब एक साथ भाग जाता है और जल्दी से खाली हो जाता है बर्तन, और विस्कस वाले में धीरे धीरे लेयर बाय लेयर आते रहती है, ठीक है। तो दो लेयर्स के बीच में आपस में फ्रिक्शन ज्यादा होता है विस्कस वाले में, और नॉन विस्कस वाले में फ्रिक्शन कम होता है, ऑलमोस्ट नेग्लिजिबल होता है। तो लैमिनर फ्लो यानी एक एक लेयर दूसरी लेयर के ऊपर ऊपर मूव होती है, ठीक है। तो आज हमने क्या क्या पढ़ लिया, हमने हाइड्रोडायनेमिक्स का डेफिनेशन पढ़ा, फिर हमने स्टेडी फ्लो का डेफिनेशन पढ़ा। स्टेडी फ्लो में कोई पार्टिकल एक दूसरे को ओवरटेक नहीं करता है, और एट अ गिवन पॉइंट हर पार्टिकल की स्पीड सेम रहती है एट अ गिवन पॉइंट, भले ही वो यहाँ पर डिफरेंट हो यहाँ पर डिफरेंट हो, लेकिन एट अ गिवन पॉइंट ऑल पार्टिकल्स हैव सेम स्पीड, ऑल पार्टिकल्स ऑफ द फ्लूइड, ऑल पार्टिकल्स ऑफ द लिक्विड हैव सेम स्पीड। फिर हमने स्ट्रीमलाइन का डेफिनेशन पढ़ लिया, इट इज अ स्ट्रेट लाइन पाथ और अ कर्व पाथ अलोंग व्हिच अ लिक्विड मूव्स, and the tangent drawn to any point of the liquid shows the direction of flow of the liquid at that point. It shows the direction of velocity of the liquid at that point. Flow line का मतलब क्या है, the path along which and at which a single particle moves. What is a flow line? The path along which a single particle of liquid flows is called a flow line. Flow line का मीनिंग समझे, the path along which a single particle of the liquid flows is called फ्लो लाइन। स्टेडी फ्लो किसको बोलते हैं, प्रेशर और वेलोसिटी ऑफ द फ्लूइड एट अ गिवन पॉइंट इज कांस्टेंट, एट अ गिवन पॉइंट उसका वेलोसिटी कांस्टेंट, एट अ गिवन पॉइंट ऑल पार्टिकल्स हैव सेम वेलोसिटी। लैमिनर फ्लो यानी एक लेयर दूसरी लेयर के ऊपर चलती है, उसको बोलते हैं लैमिनर फ्लो। आई होप आपको समझ गया आज का टॉपिक्स, और हैव अ नाइस टाइम। नेक्स्ट क्लास में हम डिफरेंशिएट बिटवीन स्ट्रीमलाइन फ्लो विच इज लैमिनर फ्लो भी जिसको बोला जाता है, एंड टर्ब्यूलेंट फ्लो, इन दोनों में हम डिफरेंशिएट करेंगे। हैव अ नाइस डे।